All right, friends, Hollywood chatter is back in action. Look, man, they're talking about Tevin Campbell, venting about how Will Smith, Quincy Jones again. Quincy Jones pops up in a lot of these videos, and I don't know why. I don't know if he is actually one of the gatekeepers, but if people keep coming out saying the same things, you gotta, at some point in time, just say, okay, maybe they are doing whatever people say they're doing. So we're talking about Tevin Campbell this time, and we're gonna see how this one goes, guys. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Let's find out what's going on.
I was so afraid you'd have a piece of lace over your eye and some pumps on next time I saw you, but this is a good look for you.
I think the thing that raised some eyebrows with people is when I dropped the information about Quincy Jones. He set up sex rings in Hollywood, and the people that he brought in, and don't tell me if I'm lying, Quincy Jones brought in Fresh Prince, Tevin Campbell, his little sweet down Hollywood Boulevard.
How does a boy with a voice like that had the records that he had that could have easily transformed into one of the greatest male vocals of all time, end up prostituting himself for drugs?
What?
Slightly over 30 years ago, the world was introduced to the elastic, richly textured instrument of one Mr. Tevin Campbell. Shepherded into the offices of Warner Brothers Records by jazz pioneer Bobby Humphrey and signed by Warner's renowned senior vice president of black music, Benny Medina, the then 12-year-old singer would be launched into the public consciousness by no less than the iconic Quincy Jones. If that start wasn't impressive enough, Campbell's 1989 debut single with Jones would eventually become a #1 hit on the Billboard R&B charts. Somewhere around the same time, the promising singer was just turning 14. Partially driven by a single that would, for a time, be a hallmark in the graduation auditoriums of schools, teen talent shows, and youth choirs in churches across America, Back on the Block would go on to win the Grammy for Album of the Year. But as much as falling into the hands of Quincy would spark him to stardom, that same move would eventually prove to be Tevin's biggest shortcoming. After years of keeping probably his biggest secret under wraps, the singer finally opened up, revealing how Quincy Jones, with the help of Will Smith, took advantage of him as a young teen.
Everybody likes this one.
The man who famously posed the question, "Can we talk for a minute?" is now opening up like never before. And both Quincy and Will are at fault.
It wasn't so much a pressure meeting those people and working with those people because I was a kid.
About a year ago, Campbell sat down for an in-depth interview discussing his life and career and revealing for the first time what his personal experience has been as a gay man in the music industry and how he ended up as a gay man. "I refer to myself as a former child star because that's just what I am," said Campbell of his musical past. And he also opened up on being compared to the legendary Michael Jackson. According to Campbell, the comparison was a big compliment that came with a lot of pressure. "I just kind of wanted to be me, you know?" Instead, he was packaged as a young, heterosexual heartthrob, but the once biggest vocalist in America will forever find it hard in his heart to forgive Quincy. From calling Michael Jackson greedy to telling the world that Richard Pryor was bisexual, Quincy Jones's insane and candid interview with Vulture proved just how much of a predator he was to young artists like Campbell. And while Campbell's name came up in the interview with Quincy singing his praises, the former teen star would later take to Twitter to clear up any misconceptions about his relationship with the music mogul. But those alleged to know the truth are of the opinion that the mellow voice singer is simply afraid and threatened by Quincy. So instead of exposing him, he pretends like he is in fact protecting him. Apparently, there have been rumors circling on and off for years that Quincy molested Campbell when he was a teenager. However, the Can We Talk singer is clear. That just never happened. "Now I'm trending. Folks will really say some disgusting things. Tevin was molested by Quincy," Tevin wrote, along with laughing emojis. However, some folks just aren't buying Campbell's account of his innocent relationship with Quincy. After allegedly using and dumping Campbell, Quincy left the young singer confused, not knowing what to do next. Partly due to changes at the record label, Campbell and his music got put on the back burner after his third album, released in 1996, didn't perform well. Around the same time, his personal journey began. "When I came out to my family and friends..."
Look, man, Tevin Campbell's a legend out here. Quincy Jones is also legendary. But this many accusations cannot keep coming out against these people. Tevin Campbell, if it says that he's protecting him, Maybe it's because he knows Quincy Jones has power. Power. When you got big money like that, and you've been around all these years, it's kind of like P. Diddy. So many stories have come out about P. Diddy and everything that's been going on, but he's got power too. And that's why nothing's come of it. These people won't be arrested. These people won't be indicted because they've got just too much power. They've got their hands in everything. No one could stop them. Do we think Tevin Campbell might be afraid to say something because he doesn't want to disappear or have a stroke or something? You never know. What's your thoughts in the comments?
Around the same time, his personal journey began. When I came out to my family and friends at about 19 or 20, that was it for me. And then I went on the road of discovering myself. I didn't know who I was, says Campbell, who stepped away from the music industry and credits much of his growth to the 6 years he spent performing in the Broadway musical Hairspray beginning in 2004. Being around people who were like me, LGBTQ, plus people that were living normal lives and had partners. I had never seen that, he says. That was a great time in my life. Despite years of speculation, Campbell has largely kept his private life private. Early last year, he responded to a Twitter user's question about famous singers who are rumored to be gay. He simply tweeted, "Tevin is," adding a rainbow emoji. It was a casual thing for me, Campbell says, of what many took as a coming out statement. In truth, he adds, "I love my fans, but what they think about my sexuality is of no importance to me." Asked his thoughts on the recent success of young queer black stars like Frank Ocean and Lil Nas X who've opened up to fans. It wasn't like that in the 90s, he says with a laugh, but I'm glad I get to see it. I'm glad that's changing. There are a lot of kids, especially young black boys, that need to see representation. He adds, they're not being taught to love themselves because of who they are. Another victim of Quincy is your favorite star, Will Smith. In several past and present interviews, Smith has always credited Quincy Jones for saving him from being broke. But as you would expect, that came at a cost.
Quincy looks at Brandon Tartikoff, the head of NBC. "Did you like it?" And Brandon said, yeah, I liked it. Quincy says, "No, did you like it?" And he's like, "Yeah, I liked it."
At the time, the Oscar award-winning actor says Smith was in financial hardship following tax problems, and Quincy invited him to a party at his home that also featured legendary film director Steven Spielberg. On stage in London at an event with Idris Elba to promote his self-titled memoir, Smith said Quincy asked him to audition for a part in front of the guests, telling him it was going to affect the rest of his life. The father of two said he was reluctant to do the audition as he wasn't an actor and begged Quincy for a week to prepare, but the music producer behind classic albums such as Michael Jackson's Bad refused. Smith said the legendary music producer told him he had to audition right there and then because everyone needed to make the decision to offer him the part in the room.
Yo, word up, set him up.
No, who is this jazz fellow?
Yo, I heard the boy at the club, he is all of that. I hope he's gonna be Ashley's new music teacher.
That part was for The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, the sitcom that would launch Smith's acting career, as up until that point, he was known as a rapper. He agreed to perform in front of everyone and said he got a standing ovation from those in attendance. Later that day, he was offered the lead role in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. From that point, it is alleged that Quincy started demanding sexual favors from Smith, a trait that the producer later transferred to Campbell. And funny enough, despite the allegations here and there regarding how he treated his young male artists, Quincy Jones has had a long, extensive career, but there's another area of his life that he recently introduced fans to, his love life. The music...
I just think that here's my thoughts as we continue to go on with this. Here's my thought. Whether or not Quincy Jones is saying things like this and asking for these things, nothing, and I mean nothing, comes without a price. Guys, you know that. You know that. If you want a big house, you want a nice car, you want yard, you want acres, the price is hard work, sacrifice, right? Money. You want a nice body, abs, six-pack, pecs, biceps. The sacrifice is time. Time that you need to spend in the gym, pain, money that you need to spend on food and supplements. You get nothing without paying a price. Nothing. That's all I'll say. Let's keep going. We're almost done here.
Here's another area of his life that he recently introduced fans to, his love life. The music mogul opened up about his wide-ranging romantic relationships during an interview with GQ in 2018. Quincy, who has been married 3 times previously, revealed that he has 22 girlfriends.
You said that?
My daddy worked for gangsters, the most notorious triple OGs in America's history.
Right.
Jones was. I'm doing a movie on it.
When asked if he was serious, the slow jam singer responded, "Hell yeah, everywhere. Cape Town, Cairo, Stockholm. She's coming in next week. Brazil, Belo Horizonte, Sao Paulo, and Rio. Shanghai. Got a great girl over there from Shanghai, man. Cairo, woo." However, the then 84-year-old music producer explained that they all know each other. Yeah, I don't lie. And it's amazing. Women get it, man. Don't you ever forget they're 13 years smarter than we are. Don't you ever forget it. After adding that the ages range from 28 to 42, which are made-up numbers, to make his daughters feel that his girlfriends aren't younger than them, he said that he'd never date a woman his own age. Hell no! You see me with an 84-year-old woman? Are you crazy? He told the magazine,
like other
and he
84-year-old
has his
people.
own reasons. There's nothing. There's no upside. You gotta be kidding. I got me some technology out there that keeps fat and old away from here. Buzzes if they're too old. But you'd be surprised.
What?
These women, the young ones, are aggressive now. Oh my God, they're fearless, man. All over the world. Quincy was first married to actress Jerry Caldwell from 1957 to 1966, and the two share one daughter, Jolie Jones. In 1967, he wed Swedish model Ulla Anderson, and they had 2 children, Martina and Quincy Jones III, and divorced in 1974. He tied the knot with his 3rd wife, Peggy Lipton, the same year as his 2nd divorce. Jones and Lipton have 2 daughters, Kadada and Rashida Jones, and split in 1990. Fans, while commenting on Quincy's treatment of young Campbell, fumed, with one tweeting, "I mean, he molested Tevin Campbell, so this isn't shocking. He's a nasty-ass old man."
Jeez.
That was feedback to another fan who revealed that the legendary music producer dated Ivanka Trump, who is almost 40 years his junior, with another writing, "I loved Tevin Campbell's music. I never knew what happened to him. Who cares what his sexual preference is? I just like his music. I want to listen to him sing, nothing else." So, there you have it. But before we leave, tell us, what's your favorite Tevin Campbell song? Drop your answer in the comment section below. And that's it from us today. Until next time, thank you for watching.
Well, I don't know that Tevin Campbell vented on anything in this video. So I guess this video was just more of a food for thought thing. What is he talking about with these girlfriends, age 28 to 42? That are made up ages? What is he talking about? Why can't he be with a woman his own age or closer to his own age, saying that women are 13 years smarter? I'm not arguing. But I don't know why you need to be with all of them younger. He said that. Man. Okay, so Quincy Jones might be really one of the gatekeepers of Hollywood, of black Hollywood music. It wouldn't surprise me. Nothing surprises me these days, guys. I don't even know what else to say. Nothing surprises me if this is all true. Nothing surprises me if this isn't true. Nothing surprises me. But I want to know your thoughts. What are your thoughts on the situation? What do you think? Because a lot of the times when I see these things, I think something. I might say something. Other people may have heard and see things differently. So they may say something different. So put your thoughts in the comments on this. For the people that says, "Oh, this clickbait title, clickbait title." The title of my video is the title of this video. I didn't make the title. This says Tevin Campbell vents. Is Tevin Campbell venting? No. That's just the title of the video. That's not clickbait. Guys, I love you. I will see you next time.